So a buyer's agency agreement to me, the same way I look at a listing agreement, the same way I treat a buyer's agency agreement. The biggest thing is, number one, to make sure that the client is committed to us and we're committed to them just as much, along with just knowing, what we have to offer the client. It's not always black and white when signing a buyer's agency agreement, right? So it could be our first sit down together at a buyer consultation. It could be at the first appointment. I like to meet with them. It could be at a Starbucks. It could be at the office. I just like to go over what I have to offer them, anywhere from finding that property, the negotiations, getting pre-approved. I like to set the expectation early of kind of how it's going to go. Everybody's different, and I really believe we need to adapt to that, but also not forget that we need to have a buyer's agency agreement. We need to prove our worth as well. So there's been a few different objections I've gotten. Number one is, do I have to pay your commission? That's the biggest thing. What we let the buyer know is our commission's not paid for up front. We want them to know that when they find a house and when they close on it, that's when we eventually get paid out of the proceeds. Well, one of the biggest advantages for them signing a buyer's agency agreement with myself is, number one, I'm 100% committed to them and my responsiveness as well, as that sets me apart from any other agent. And as well as what that will look like is attending inspections, pulling up market analysis on the home, making sure title's clear, pretty much walking them every single step of the way right until closing. So the first step would be getting pre-approved. That's the best position that the buyer wants to be in, especially in the competitive market that we're in. So after they get pre-approved, we can go as far as figuring out what their wants and needs are. And once we figure that out, we can set them up on a property tracker search where they can start looking for homes. Now, we've shifted away from us finding the home. It's more the buyer that's out searching online. So we want to articulate, after they find that home and we look at whether it's 1 home, 10 home, 20 home, 50 homes, is this the right home for them? We go over the inspection part. We'll go over everywhere from the title contingency, the appraisal, the financing, the final walkthrough, and make sure that everything's being negotiated to their comfort level and they're able to confidently move forward. During the negotiating process, they obviously want somebody that's an advocate for them, that's on their side, that's helping them get the best possible price, and or potentially helping them win an offer, right? So that could be somebody that knows the purchase and sale agreement very, very well, and that's able to set the right terms that puts them in a position to succeed. My name is Mike Mansour. I'm with John L. Scott Real Estate Puyallup. I have been in the business now 4 years.